Hey, welcome everyone. Tom here from Park Avenue Trading, your chief dealer, keeping you sane in these insane markets. Welcome to the daily analysis for October 3rd, 2024. It is 6:48 in the morning. Got a couple of things to cover today. Make sure that we cover them. I want to talk about the sterling yen cross and how there's a break in the components, which means that we'll talk about it in sterling. Okay, so right now, dollar yen had a nice rally, went a little bit beyond where I thought it was going to go. And hang on a second, let's get rid of this drawing thing. We got a top at 147.25. We have resistance at 147.52, and we have another upper resistance at really just running right up to 148.37. I would think, around 148, the figure it's going to give it some trouble too if it continues to rally. Right now, it needs to hold. Hang on, let me get a good calculation. It needs to hold 146.60. It really, like, you see this, I have this fib level right here that was measuring the move up. It really needs to hold that fib level in order to show strength. If it breaks below that fib level, we're probably dripping back down to like 146, the figure 145. I would think, right, even we can go down to 140, 145.62 before it stabilizes. I think dollar yen is in a biddish tone. I don't know for the day. I mean, you have to watch price action. But yesterday, I definitely caught it. Definitely said this is a bid. It's going to go, it's going to go higher. Watch yesterday's video if you haven't seen it. If you think what I'm saying is a bunch of hooey. It's not. It's right there. So let's talk about sterling dollar right now. Now, this is the component I was talking about that kind of separated. It's split. Okay. Generally, what was going on, if you understand how the cross is calculated, there's two components of the cross. There's sterling and there's the yen. So generally, if they were going to keep sterling yen up, they could do it two ways. You could do it by buying sterling dollar and keeping dollar yen pinned at the same price, or you could do it by buying dollar yen and keeping sterling dollar pinned at the same price. But what happened now was a split. They actually bought dollar yen and then they sold sterling. And I said sterling was weak yesterday. I didn't, I went short and I actually didn't make anything on it. I'm going to be completely candid. I went short at 55. I ended up buying them back at 132.55. I ended up buying them back at 132.73. Now, I didn't call that trade in the trade room. I was just like, all right, I see it could be breaking. I was trying to front run this 130. I had a level at 132.30. I was thinking if it broke, it would break this level here and then continue lower. I was wrong. I was again notoriously early. I was wrong. We said yesterday that it needed to break like 133, like 10, 15. I actually at the level right around the 0510 level. It came up. Now, I was last evening. I was happy about that because I was saying, all right, I cut the trade out. All right, so maybe I got a chance to see what happens up at the 133.50 level. No chance. I mean, it hit that level right there that we predicted, and then it crashed down. So where are we right now? Well, we need to get above really 132.63. I'm sorry to say, I'm trying to give. I'm going to 132.63 in order to show strength that it's coming back up. Right now, this is a pretty solid resistance level. Now I know we're far away from it, but the market's the market. But. Hang on, let me see if I can get a better level to get a better a better activity level. Hang on. Okay, very short term. 131.90. If we can reverse and get above 131.90, right now from this level right here. So let's go 131.90 right there. If we can get above 131.90, we're showing strength. We can get back up to that 132.66 level, which is a very solid resistance right now. If it cannot, if it just keeps drifting low, we got the 130.19 and we got the 129.43 longer term target. But right now, sterling is just like dead, and today it just needs to. Short term is basically saying that the wave could basically break up, go to like 132.66. Man, I need a haircut, man. But in my case, literally a haircut. It's crazy today, but 131.90, it needs to go over 131.90 in order to try to attempt 132.66. That's a solid resistance. It could be just drifting between, 130, I don't know. Really, really, right now I'm in nowhere land. I'm like a ship without a rudder. So because I got a point at 132.19, 131.46, that would be the first level really to pop up above. And then the 131.90 to get up to like 132.66. Let's go to the star of the show, British pound and the yen. Okay, sterling yen, unbelievable, went right up to the resistance level we had at 195.07. Really went extremely higher than I thought it was going to go yesterday, but it was a good trade call. It said its bid should be going up. It had to stay above that 20 level that we talked about, and it did. It went straight up, and then it got hit back down. And this is where the break occurred, because dollar yen continued, but they sold sterling dollar off. So they got out of. Obviously, the marketplace doesn't want sterling. It's no interest in it. They're interested in being kind of long dollar yen right now, but not being really long sterling. What that's about, I don't know. That's for the fundamentalists to talk about, not me. So where do we stand right now? Well, we should have some support at 191. Hang on a second. 191.70 right now. Short-term support, 191.70 right there. If it gets to 191.70, we're probably going back down to 191. We're probably going down to 190.81. About 100 points lower, and then we got another support at 190.30 right here, 190.34. That's still good. So what does it need to do to recover itself right from here? It's got to get above, where are we right now? I would think we got to get above 193.18, like right this close right here, 193.18 to start showing strength. To get to get to like 193.69, if we can get through that again, then we got that 195.07 high again. So we got support at 191.71. We got a pivot. Hang on, let me get a better level. I'm always like, I do it in my head as I'm doing it, but I want to try to get you guys a more solid level. Hang on. Actually, I can't get any better. We got a pivot point for the upside at 192.87. It's still good. If it gets above 192.87, it's starting to show strength again to get to that 193.69-ish. Gotta watch price. Gotta watch dollar yen. If dollar yen starts coming off and sterling dollar is not recovering, that means they're selling the heck out of this sterling yen cross. So be careful. Watch the dollar yen. As usual, the dollar yen is the key. All right, let's go on over to euro yen. Okay, good old euro yen. Had a nice run up. We hit a resistance point at 162.49 that you guys had way in advance. Now, here's what's interesting. Sterling yen has come off, but euro yen really hasn't. So is the euro dollar going to start to pick up in steam? Perhaps. Perhaps I have to start looking at the euro dollar. See how I use the components of the cross to try to figure out like what's going on in individual currencies. So sterling yen down, euro yen not so much. So something's going on in the euro dollar. What about euro sterling? That would be the question. I have to do analysis on euro sterling as well. Maybe euro's picking up against the cable. Huh. So here are some clues for the marketplace. All right. So what do we got here? Well, we got to get above. Right now, we're approaching resistance at 162.49. There should be support right at 161, say 75. 75 right now should be the pivot level we need to watch. 161.75. If we could get above 162.49, I got the 163.04 level in sight. Above 163.04, I have 163.74, and I'll just throw it up here, 163, right there, 75. So pivot point in euro yen, right around the 70 level, 161.70. Needs to stay above 161.70 to get to this 162.49 to get and try to get to 163.04. If it breaks to 161.70, we got support 161.36 and then 160.82. And that's what we got going on October 3rd, 2024 in Forex. Please, if you like what you see, like and subscribe. Share the video far and wide. We want to build a big trading community. Also, if you have any questions, please put them in the comments. If you have any comments, I really like interacting with you guys. Tell me what you think about the analysis. Good, bad, ugly, warts and all. I don't, please give me some feedback. I look forward to it. So remember, always enjoy the party, but dance near the door. Cheers.